what strikes me about all of it, Children's Hospital, the RTE, the inability to build a metro, all of the problems we have in the country, is that the only reason we have politicians, is to manage the civil service. We actually don't need politicians. This state could run, the Department of Finance could run itself, the Department of Education could run itself. All these people have clever people in them who all have their own policy preferences and all would, be quite delighted, I think, to be without a minister. That's why they're always sending ministers off to open things and close things, and go abroad for St. Patrick's Day so that the professionals can get on with running the government. The only reason we have politicians is to hold the civil service to account. That is the purpose of them. You elect them to have control over the permanent state. That is their job.
Hold on a second. Sorry. I think you're exaggerating. Who would wish the Leaving Cert students good luck the night before the Leaving Cert if it was just left with a civil servant?
I'm sure the Secretary General of the department could send out a tweet, couldn't he?
They wouldn't remember. You need politics. Best of luck to everybody doing their junior cert and Leaving Cert tomorrow. No.
That is true. I mean, that's happening next Tuesday, by the way. Next Tuesday, stay off social media because you just won't be able to read anything because it's just going to be a whole stream of our politicians doing what Sarah just said they would do. But to come back to my point, the only reason you idiots exist is to get the civil service by the scruff of the neck and go, this isn't acceptable, how are you going to fix it? Whereas instead, our lot, I just once in my life, I want a minister to come out and go, okay, I've been in this department for 6 months and what I've discovered is they're a bunch of incompetent buffoons and I'm not taking it anymore. And I have given them deadlines, and if they don't get this done by this date, heads are going to roll in the department. Just once, I'd like to see a cabinet minister say that. But no, they go in and they come out as spokespeople for their department. So instead of finding out what's gone wrong with the Children's Hospital, their job is to come out and tell us why it doesn't matter that it went wrong and why it was somebody else's fault, using talking points prepared by the civil service. They're as useless collectively as a chocolate teapot.